Now let's understand how to change imperative sentences into a reported speech. Of course, we will have to learn certain rules first. To begin with, if it is a negative imperative, it means that the sentence begins with don't. If a sentence begins with don't, use conjunction not to. The second rule, if the sentence begins with let, then the conjunction to be used is to and, which is to be followed by the word let. So it becomes to let. If the sentence begins with let's, what is the meaning of let's? It is let us. Then the conjunction to be used is that, which is to be followed by they should. And the last one, if it is an affirmative imperative, then the conjunction to be used is to and, which has to follow by the present form of the verb, because to is the infinitive which always carries present or the original or the root form of the verb. Remember children, the reported verbs which are to be used in imperative sentences, they are requested, ordered, advised, warned, suggested or told. Let's take one example and understand it better. The king said to his soldiers, "Bring the thief here before me now." Who is the speaker? The king. And who is the listener? The soldiers. Well, let's see what happens to this sentence. The king is speaking with the soldiers. The king always orders. So, which reporting verb we are going to use? We will use ordered. So, the king ordered his soldiers. As stated in the rules, use the conjunction to, which is to be followed by the root verb. So, the king ordered his soldiers to bring the thief. Here becomes there, before me now. Me, who is me here? The king himself. So, me is replaced by the pronoun him and now becomes then. So, the answer is the king ordered his soldiers to bring the thief there before him then. Full stop. Let's take another example. The man said to the king, "Don't punish me, please." Well, here who is the speaker? The man. And who is the listener? The king. What is the man doing? Oh, he is pleading. He is requesting. So, which reporting verb is to be used? It is requested. Moreover, please remember children, never ever use words like please and thank you in reported speech. So remember to remove that please and replace it with the reporting verb requested. So the answer becomes something like this. The man requested the king, as per the rule, don't, a negative imperative, begins with not to. So the man requested the king not to punish him. Me, who is the speaker? The man. So it changes into him. The man requested the king not to punish him. Let's take one more example. Rex said to his friends, "Let's not argue anymore." What is Rex doing? Rex is suggesting something. Let us is the word which always shows some suggestion. So, which reporting verb to be used? Suggested. Rex suggested to his friends that they should not argue anymore. Please remember children, let us is the phrase which denotes that the action is going to happen somewhere in the future, and that's the reason we say should not, which suggests that the action is going to happen in the future. And since it is a reported speech, we have to use the past tense form of the future tense, which is should. So the answer is Rex suggested to his friends that they should not argue anymore. Are you interested, children? You want one more example? Here we go. Samira said to her mother, "Let me help you in the kitchen." Well, what is it exactly? It's a kind of suggestion. It's not a request, not a warning, not an order. So we can use either suggested or told. We can also use told. Samira told her mother to let her help in the kitchen. Hey friends, now let's understand how to change exclamatory sentences into reported speech. But before that, do you remember what are exclamatory sentences? The sentences that express sudden feelings or emotions are called as exclamatory sentences, and they are always followed by the exclamation mark. Before we begin, we have to understand certain rules to change the exclamatory sentences into a reported speech. Let's understand the rules. The first rule is use reported verb exclaimed in place of said. The conjunction to be used is, of course, that. The third rule, turn the exclamation into a statement. So that exclamatory sentence is to be converted in a statement, just like the interrogative sentence. And the exclamation mark is not to be used in a reported speech. Also remember the most important rule that interjections like bravo, alas, wow should be omitted. Not to use these interjections in reported speech. And now let's try and change some of the exclamatory sentences into reported speech. The first one. The coach said to the boy, "Bravo, what a shot!" Now here you can see a clear exclamation, a clear encouragement. So while changing it into reported speech, we have to convey those feelings as well, the feelings of encouragement. So when we are using the reporting verb, we will not simply write told, but we will use the adverb encouragingly. So the sentence becomes something like this. The coach encouragingly told the boy. Conjunction to be used is that. Well, we have decided to omit the interjection. So bravo is omitted. What a shot is an exclamation. This is to be changed into a statement. A statement of this becomes, it is a great shot. And since it is a reported speech, it has to be in a past tense. So in past tense, the sentence will be, it was a great shot. So the answer will be, the coach encouragingly told the boy that it was a great shot. Full stop. Let's take another example. He said, "How cool it is." Now, he said, but to whom is omitted. So we don't know. He must be talking to himself. And the exclamation clearly suggests that he is enjoying the weather. So we are going to use the reporting verb exclaimed, but at the same time, in order to denote the emotions, we will use one adverb. And that adverb is delightfully, because it shows his happiness. So he delightfully exclaimed that. See the exclamation, how cool it is. So the statement of the same will be, it is very cool. And in reported speech, that it becomes was. So the answer is, he delightfully exclaimed that it was very cool. Now let's take The third example and the third emotion. Father said to his son, "Oh, what a foolish boy you are!" Oh, I can see a clear anger, anguish in the father's tone. I have to express this anger through my sentence. So I will use the adverb angrily. Father angrily told his son, conjunction that, "What a foolish boy you are." It is an exclamation. Change it into a statement and it becomes, "You are a very foolish boy." Now, for reported speech, you becomes he, are becomes was. So your answer is, father angrily told his son that he was a very foolish boy. I have conveyed the emotions also, and I have conveyed the statement also. Moreover, I have also removed all the exclamations and interjections from the sentence, which are fit only in the direct speech and not in indirect or reported speech. Now let's take the fourth example and see another emotion. The beggar said, "Alas, how unlucky I am." Well, you can see the sad tone in this sentence. Now that is to be again included and expressed through your answer, which is the adverb that denotes sadness. Well, that is of course sadly. So the beggar sadly exclaimed that, "How unlucky I am" is the exclamation, which is to be changed into a statement. It becomes, "I am very unlucky." Now, the beggar is the speaker. So I changes to he, am changes to was. And the sentence something goes like this. The beggar sadly exclaimed that he was very unlucky. Full stop.
Subscribe to my channel. Click on bell icon to get notification about new video.